is Angela with Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. And today I am so excited because I received a surprise package from Carolina Gardner. And it came from Hertz Gardens, as you can see here. And it stated that it was live plants. And so I opened the package only to find these beautiful strawberries here, which are called the White Carolina. They are also referred to as pine berries. And the reason is because they taste like a combination of a pineapple and a strawberry. And as you can see here, their berries are white with the red specks in it. And I think that is so beautiful. I can't wait to taste these. It came in this package here of bare root. And as you can see here, there's a lot of life in this package. You see a lot of new growth trying to come on even though it's bare root. And so I'm going to soak these for about 30 minutes into some water, and I'm going to get them into my garden. And I'm going to create a new raised bed to house these 25 white strawberries. And I want to take you along with me on that journey. And also, I just want to take a minute to say thank you once again to Carolina Gardner. This is so kind of you to send 25 strawberries to me. It was such a great surprise, and I'm so appreciative. And guys, if you have not visited Carolina Gardner's channel, I strongly encourage you to do so. She's a beautiful person, and she has a wonderful garden. She's growing a lot of wonderful things, many fruit trees on her homestead, and a lot of her gardening is in ground, which I absolutely love. I wish I could continue to grow in ground, but of course it's a lot of work, and when you're by yourself you have to try to work smart. But I really love her channel. As I've stated, she's a beautiful person, and she's been a major supporter of mine since I've joined the YouTube family. So thank you once again, Carolina Gardner. I'm really grateful that you sent these strawberries to me. This is one that I do not have here on the homestead, but I look forward to growing and having for many years to come. Thank you so much. And guys, please follow me along on this journey as I create my new raised bed to house these strawberries. So this is the new bed that I've made that I will be growing my strawberries in. And I'm using the huglekultur method to fill this bed because, as you know, it can be very costly to fill a raised bed, and this one happens to be 8 inches tall. And so what I'm doing is I've gathered some sticks and leaves from around the yard, but below this is some cardboard, as you can see here. It's layered under the bed, and I have piled some dead limbs and leaves on top. And you want to be certain that when you are adding your branches that they are completely dead, because if not, if they still have life to it, there's a potential that they can come up in your raised bed. And this has happened to me before with using branches from my what are they called, crepe myrtles. And I saw little crepe myrtles growing in my raised beds. But now I know to use limbs that have completely died, and you'll know because they'll break very easily when you bend them. And so now on top of these leaves, I'm going to add my kitchen scraps, and a lot of these are things that we didn't get around to eating and was going to spoil. So I just added them to my little compost bucket here, and I will be spreading this throughout. And then what I'm going to do now on top of this is place some more leaves, and on top of the leaves I'll be adding potting soil. But as you can see here, there are a lot of brown paper bags. These were bags that I used to dry my herbs. As you can see here, this bag says thyme, And so once I've used the bag, I don't reuse it. So I've just placed them in here. I didn't even bother to tear them up because, of course, the worms will help to break them down anyway. Okay, so I'll add some more soil to it and come back when everything has been completed as far as filling the raised bed. And so as you can see here, I have the bed filled with soil. I used several of the buckets that I used in my spring and summer garden where there was nothing in it, and I repurposed that soil and placed it in this bed. And I added 2 bags of compost and manure that I purchased from Lowe's on clearance for $1 a bag. And so that was the least expensive way that I know to fill a raised bed. And as you can see here, it is completely filled. And I failed to mention that I also added coffee grounds as well on top of the leaves before placing the soil. And I'll probably sprinkle a little more of my coffee grounds around each of the plants because strawberries, of course, love coffee grounds. So all of the leaves and the stems from branches that I have in this bed are considered the carbon materials, and of course the food scraps and the coffee grounds are a nitrogen source. And so I've used a huglekultur method to fill this raised bed. So the next thing I have to do now is to add my 25 strawberry plants to this bed. So guys, it's about to start raining. So I went on and I planted a lot of the strawberries into the raised bed, but I left 3 so that I can show you how I am planting these strawberries. So what you want to do is you want to make a little hole to plant your strawberry, and this is the way up, the roots down here, this is the bottom, and you want to plant it to about right here. You don't want to go any deeper than that or it will cause it to rot. And so I'm simply going to slide it in here and just place just a little soil over it very lightly, and that's it. Same thing with this one here. I don't know why this root didn't get under there, but and as you can see over here how this one, you can see a little bit of the root there. And one more. Make sure the crown is not underground. And there you have it. I have planted 25 white strawberry plants. And what I'm going to do now is just sprinkle a little of the coffee grounds. I'll just grab a handful. And I'm just going to sprinkle it over the bed. Grab another handful here. And of course, as I'm sprinkling it, I'm crumbling it up as well. And that should be good enough. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if so, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.